everyone, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Summerfield, Florida, and today I have this fun little treat holder that I created using the Jolly Gingerbread Paper Pumpkin kit. Now, I don't normally make videos for these, but I really loved this little treat holder, and I thought it was too cute not to share with everyone. Normally my paper pumpkin alternates I just share with my paper pumpkin customers, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a preview of what you would get if you subscribe through Paper Pumpkin with me. So if you're not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you don't already have a demonstrator, I would love it if you joined my Paper Pumpkin Club. If you go to my blog and go to the blog post where I have this cute little treat holder, you can read all of the great things about being part of my Paper Pumpkin Club. So, all right, so without further ado, I'm going to show you how to create this cute little treat holder. Now this, you can make a bunch of these for like a holiday party or friends and neighbors. I think it would be great. So I got these little Nani's biscotti. They're actually gingerbread flavored, which I thought was perfect for this kit. And then I put a little instant Starbucks via coffee pouch in here too. So the gingerbread biscotti I got at my local Publix, but I've seen it at Walmart. You might be able to find it at Target, maybe warehouse stores like Costco or Sam's Club. And then this is the little Starbucks container. And they both come with 8 in a pack, so it's perfect because you get one of each and you can make 8 of them total, so that's great. And this kit actually is supposed to make, I didn't look it up beforehand, but I think it's supposed to make, oh shoot, what does it say? Let me look here. I'll have to get back to you. I'm not sure how many it's supposed to make. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, for 15 cards and 15 envelopes. So you could get 2 boxes of the gingerbread and the coffee, and you would have 1 left over of each. So I'm going to show you how to make this, and you're going to be so impressed, I hope, with how easy this is. So we're going to start out. This is actually the little gift card holder piece. We're going to end up cutting this little tab off and cutting this in half. That's how easy this part is, okay? And this is going to be our outside decoration. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure you guys can see this. I'm going to bring my paper trimmer in, and we're just going to go where that little score line is. We're going to line that up in our trimmer track here and use our dark gray and trim it down. And then the same thing with this little tab. We want to cut that off. So we're just going to line that up in the track and cut that off, okay? Easy peasy. Because, I don't know if I showed you, but the back, I actually decorated 2 to do the to and the from. So like if you had a big party and you wanted to label them, I thought that was really fun. So, okay. So, let's do the decoration for these. So first, we are going to take, so you have in your kit, you have these little houses that have decorations on the front. It doesn't matter which one you grab. We're gonna pop one of those out. And there's a little piece at the top here that we're gonna pop out, and the little door we're gonna pop out too. So those are gonna go with that. And then there's a blank scalloped shape, and we're gonna pop one of those out as well for the back. Okay, so easy, right? Okay, so these stamps, these are so cute. So we are going to take, let me make sure you can see it. I already took the stamps out, so it might be a little harder to see, but there's this little scalloped shape that's a bigger one, and then there's a short, fat one. So the bigger one goes around the door, excuse me, and the short, fat one goes towards the top of the roof. I'll show you. So we're gonna grab our blushing bride, and the bigger square piece, we're going to do this first and lightly tap, get our ink on our stamp here. And I'm just going to grab the white, line it up around the door frame, and stamp. Okay, and then since we're going to do it on the white piece too, I'm just going to go ahead and do them both at the same time. So this one you don't have a door to line it up with, so just kind of eyeball it. I know not everybody is a fan of that, but trust me, you'll do just fine. They're photopolymer, so you can see through them, so it won't be too bad. All right, so now we're gonna take the smaller piece here for the roof. I don't know, it's easier to see, I guess, that way. And we're going to, let me make sure I do it the right way. Yeah, so where this little indent is, that's the top, and the flat part's the bottom when you stamp. So lightly tap, and then we're gonna line this up with that little indent around the opening here. See? And that has the opening just for that little window at the top. I did mine a little close, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just do your best. I just love the little whimsical like flourishes. I think they're so pretty. Okay, so we've done that stamping. Oh, while we have our stamps out, actually, I am going to do the message that we're gonna put on here. So for mine, I did a sweet treat for you, but for this one, I'm going to do happy holidays, actually. Where did I put that? Oh, here we go. So we're gonna do happy holidays. And just stamp that right in the center there. Cute. Okay. So we've done our stamping. Now we're going to, oops, put these on the gingerbread house, like kind of assemble it before we make our box. So we're gonna grab our dimensionals and we're gonna pop the white piece up on both the front and the back. Now, if you're making these for a big party and you know all of your guest names and everything, I would definitely recommend writing the name. Oh, I gotta do the two in the front. Speaking of which, there is also a to and a from right here. We're gonna do that on the back. I can't believe I forgot that. Silly. Okay. So back to what I was saying. First, we're gonna do our to and our from that I forgot to do. Sorry about that. And we are going to line this up more towards the top center because you can just write your to and your from in there. So you can see you have the to and the from, and you can write your name in the top and the bottom in between the to and from. So back to what I was saying is, if you have a party that you're making these for and you have a bunch of people and you know all their names and you want to go ahead and write to and from whoever, I would do that before sticking these backings on, just because it's a little easier to write on a flat surface. So we're going to line this up in the little dotted area and around, you line it up around your door opening. And then we'll put the back on here. I'm a glutton for punishment, I guess. I'm just gonna write them on later because I don't need to do that for the video right now. You guys know how to address treat boxes for your friends. And I don't wanna give away the surprise of who mine are going to, so I'll do it a little bit later. Again, just line it up in that little dotted section when you put it on. Now this one, I actually want to do kind of like what the kit example shows. They have little, these cute little, I guess they're like mints in different colors. I'm going to put those kind of behind this happy holidays. So I think I can get, we'll do 3 of them. We'll just kind of grab outside 3, and I'm just going to kind of center them. Let's see, where are we gonna put these? Just kind of center it in the middle here. Just 3 all together. Very cute. And then I'm gonna actually use these little edge pieces of my dimensionals for the happy holidays sentiment, because the stickers are already kind of popped up, so you don't want your dimensionals to interfere with the depth that you have from the stickers. So we'll just put the little edge pieces right next to it, and then, oh, no, that looks kind of weird, doesn't it? Sorry. We'll put it underneath it because we want those to pop out. We're going to put these right here because we want those to pop out and kind of peek out. Ugh. Yeah, we want that to peek out just like that. Very cute. If I can get, why they're not sticking, come on. Let's see here. Having a problem with mine not wanting to stay down for some reason. Come on, there we go. There, perfect. So now we're just gonna kind of line it up so those little candies are peeking out right below it, and put that on like that. Very cute. All right, so now we'll set this aside for right now while we make our box. So the extra tools that you need for this are a piece of cinnamon cider cardstock and some liquid glue. So I have already cut down a piece. This is 7.5 by 4 1/4, and then I'm gonna show you how to score it, cut it, and assemble it. So on the long side here, make sure you can see that, we are going to score at 3 1/4. Remember, our light gray blade is the scoring blade. Don't use the dark one and cut it. And then we're gonna move it down to 4 1/4, okay? And then we're gonna turn it, and we're gonna score at 1 inch. And then 3 1/4 inches. Okay, there we go. So now we are going to use our bone folder and burnish or crease all of our score lines here. Now you could use the tear and tape that the kit that comes in the kit. I just like liquid glue a lot for 3D projects because you can kind of wiggle them around. So, so real quick, so these little score lines, and make sure you can see them right here. There's these 2 little score lines. We're gonna cut just until it meets the horizontal on both sides here, the horizontal score line that is. So just until it meets the horizontal score line. There. I'll do that on this side. But yeah, liquid glue, it just, I don't know, it just gives you that little, those few extra seconds that sometimes you need for 3D projects. So I really like to use liquid glue for 3D projects. All right, so this is how it should look now. You have these 2 little flaps on the inside, and it's gonna fold together. So we're gonna take our 2 flaps, fold them inward, and put a light layer of liquid glue on the backing of both of these flaps. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold, it doesn't matter which side, I'm doing the left side, but we're just gonna fold this up so it's straight up and down and push these little tabs inward. So straight up and down, and you're just pushing the tabs up on the side and pressing so that the glue sticks to it, okay? It's gonna take a second to dry, but that's okay. So now for these, for whichever side you have left, whether it's this direction or this direction, it doesn't matter. We're gonna do the same thing and actually we're not gonna fold it in. We're gonna leave them flat, and we're actually gonna put liquid glue on this side. So leave it flat, and then those tabs, this is the underside basically. We're gonna put the liquid glue, and then we're gonna fold it up and push it together to make our box. And then again, kind of wiggle it around, line it up as you need to make sure the seams line up on the back side here. And then just give it a second, kind of rub in the seams, give it a second to dry. Well, that's it, that's your little box for the treats to go in. So now we are going to, we're gonna take our liquid glue, and on the front, we're gonna put it on the box. Now, the first one that I did, I actually put it on the back here, but this little roof is going to stick out over the top of this box, so it's better to put it on the box itself and not the paper. That way you don't worry about it having glue that's exposed. So all we're going to do is we're going to line up this bottom edge. You will have a little bit of overlap from the edges, but that's okay. So just try to line it up and center it as best you can on the front. And like I said, you'll have just a smidge of overlap on the sides, but that's all right. And then just kind of press that in. And then for the back, more liquid glue. Again, light layer. You don't want big blobs of glue. It's not going to, oops, and mine, glue all over my finger. You don't want big blobs of glue because that's when it'll bubble up and it doesn't look very pretty. So wipe off my finger there. All right, and then the back side, again, we are adjusting, and that's it. It's going to take a minute to dry. Mine's not quite dry yet, so you can wiggle it around if you need to. If it's not quite centered, you got a couple seconds to play with it, but I think mine's about where it's going to be. So, and then you just take your little biscotti and your coffee. You stick your biscotti in there and your little coffee pouch, and there you have it. Cute little gingerbread treat box. All right, guys, well, I hope that you've really enjoyed this project today. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a video. If you need any project or any supplies, mainly your paper pumpkin subscription for this kit, or for this project, excuse me, then be sure to subscribe by December 10th to get the most current paper pumpkin kit, which is the Berry Comforting Kit. I have all the details on my blog for that kit if you're curious, and you can always reach out to me anytime at stampcampwithjen@gmail.com or my phone number 240-578-5644. All right, guys, well, I'll be back in a few days with another fun project. I hope you've enjoyed this, and until then, be safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.